Hi, I'm Anton,
I'm Nikki.
and we're back with the wine and cards.
Here's the wine,
Yeah, swapped colors this time.
and here are the cards.
And this time, we're talking about dating. Do. Well, no, actually, not dating itself. We're not going to give you a lesson on how to date. But as experienced readers as we are,
Allegedly.
allegedly, I would say that a lot of the time, one of the questions that we get asked is, I have a first date tomorrow, this weekend, whenever.
How will it go?
How will it go? And now we're going to look at the cards that you would like to have for the first date, I say.
But okay, I'm going to interject there a little bit.
Yeah, go on.
The
I don't like
problem that I yes, I'm going to jump in. The problem that I have with this whole thing about dating, and usually it's people who know a bit about the cards, and they go, okay. You throw the cards out and there's not a few of the cards they really want.
Yeah.
And you kind of look at them and go, for a first date, these are great cards, but they're upset because they haven't had one of these cards. So we're going to go through the cards that you don't want to have for a first date, but everybody seems to think that they want it for a first date. And so if you have these for a first date, it's not going to be great. So this is why we've decided to discuss it. So the first card.
You're going to start off with the first.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with the first
I've just got inspired by.
Okay. Now, lots of people want this card.
Ace of Cups.
Okay, so this is the Ace of Cups. The Ace is about new beginnings. As you see, it's a cup overfloweth. It's a very beautiful card. And then you've got the Dove of Peace. Yeah, if that was wine, we'd be like,
it's a date with wine.
Yes, date with wine. Date with yourself. Date with yourself. However, the problem is when this comes up for a first date, the reality is very different. This isn't about a new emotional commitment. It's about a man that cries or a woman that cries on your first date, because that's an overpouring of emotion. Okay? So don't think this is a great card for a first date. And likewise, Two of Cups. Okay, because this card is telling you on a first date, he's probably one of those guys or girls that's going to propose to you. Thinks that they're picking China patterns as we speak. So when you see this for a first date,
that's what you want.
Yeah, they're weird though. Like they are those people that they are weird. Nobody really, realistically, should be proposed to on a first date or told.
No, I love you.
Yeah, this is a formal commitment. Look, they're looking in the eyes. They've got their cups. They're swapping them. They're spitting those. They're swapping spit, and it's on a first date. It's not a card that you think to yourself, yeah, this is a first date. So lots of people want it. So Anton, what are yours?
I think people are visual, and if you know a little bit about tarot, that's a lovely card for a relationship in a sense, but in a first date,
but it's emotional commitment. This is about an emotional commitment. This is an overpouring of emotions. So he's going to cry.
Someone's going to cry.
He's going to cry. And then this one is he's going to ask you to marry him on the first date. And it's crazy. It's crazy. There's nothing you can put around that makes it good.
My two. Sorry, I borrowed one of yours because I didn't take it out of my deck.
I'll just drink. It's fine.
That's okay. The two do not want on the first date. It's another cup, actually, funny enough, and that's the Five of Cups. I actually had personal experience about this. Okay, it wasn't exactly a date as such, but okay, think about you're going to see someone on a first date and you really like this person, you get on with them, you have lots of interests, and all they talk about is their exes.
Oh, that's such.
That is, to me, that is the Five of Cups. I mean, they might not do it in a conscious way, they might not mean to be rude.
But nobody should talk about their ex on a first date. Maybe you discuss it later on.
I'm sorry, but nobody should talk about their exes in an extended marriage. I don't think they should.
No, but later on, you might want to know. Like,
Well, yeah, a
I'm
bit.
not, but not
But not,
when,
not exactly like the,
not go on and on. About
Pride
it.
and Prejudice version.
Yeah, no. Jane Austen has a lot to speak for, doesn't she? Like,
So if you're sitting there with your lovely glass of wine and dinner, and you're
I
sitting
feel
there,
like I have to go.
yeah, and this person is basically talking to you about the first text, the second text, what they did do wrong, what they did do right, run. The second one, and I actually improvised this one because we were talking about which cards we were going to present, but then the Hierophant.
Oh, okay, yeah. Why would it be the Hierophant?
It,
That's in my deck. By the way.
that's just my thought. This is a first date. Don't forget, this is a first date and the reaction of the person to the first date to you. Someone like this would tell you which one you're going to have, which food you're going to order, how the date is going to be, and how you're going to get home. Now, unless you're very, very into being told what to do.
I guess if you were having a date where you felt like a subordinate,
Yeah,
all the way
exactly.
through, that would
Doesn't
possibly
apply
be.
to myself. I don't know about you, Nikki, but
Yeah, really. I'd love to see someone tell me what to do.
or try to.
Yeah, they might not live to a certain point, but it'd be fun watching them.
No, I was going through the deck to choose the Five of Cups, and then you find it first, and the Hierophants jump up at me, and I say, "This is someone that's. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad date, but if you're okay with the person taking the lead,
But also, if you
Yeah.
think about it, being we're very focused on probably females dating men, and actually
No,
that's
this could be a
no,
ma-
but that's a
yeah.
traditional card.
What's the tradition?
And so the traditional a traditional male might think it's his job to pick the wine and do and pick, because actually traditionally you would allow the guy to pick the meal and what you're
Really?
going to eat. Apparently, in
Which world?
no, I think it's an English thing that
All
we
right.
used to do. I don't know. I'm West Indian, you're Italian. We don't really understand that. But yes, I can
I mean,
understand.
I don't mind suggestions, but to say you're gonna eat this.
Yeah, no, but sometimes they used to be, they'd take the menu, I'll order for them. And I've heard that.
I've never had that happen to me. and
No,
I,
no
I
one has
think
done that to me either, but I've
I
heard
think I
about
would
it.
stand up and say, "Well, thanks very much. I think I've got an emergency. I'm going home."
Okay, another card I'm going to pull out is, it's quite a nice card. It's the Lovers, okay? And this is quite a nice card of the Lovers. They're buck naked. However,
this
in this deck, they're buck naked. In the Druid craft, they're buck naked. But
Okay.
they're a little bit more like it's over and they're just enjoying things when they're over. However, on their first date, this is just a one night stand. Like, this is
That's
like
what you want.
and I don't think that's wrong with it. But most people who are looking for cups are looking for a deep emotional commitment. This comes out, no, on a first date.
You know what? I never thought of the Lovers as a one night stand.
Well, in some decks, but in this deck, definitely. Druidcraft, definitely. Sensual Wiccan, definitely. In fact, Sensual Wiccan, every card is pretty much a one night stand.
Okay, yeah, but then that's concentrated on the sexual side of things anyway. So
Yeah, on a first
that's
date,
for a different.
that's a different show. Now, what about cards that you think that you should be there on a first date?
Ace of Wands.
I'm just trying to find the Ace of Wands.
You've got it there.
You love the Ace of Wands.
Yes.
The
Penis
Ace-
card.
It's a very phallic card. It's a very phallic card. And it's also a card of spark.
No, it's energy, actually,
Spark
sorry.
and attraction. So usually when people go on a date, they want to know that that they're going to feel that spark, that something's there.
Yeah, no, jokes aside, it is actually a very high energy card. That would be like complete
Yeah.
straight attraction.
Not just a penis.
That's included, but whatever, yes.
So what's your next card? You pick one next.
Oh, where is it? Oh, I had the Knight of Cups, because I'm romantic.
The Knight of Cups.
Knight.
Why would you want the Knight of Cups?
Why not?
He's going to declare love to you. It's going to be. It reminds me of Romeo and Juliet. You see the beginning of Romeo and Juliet, and then he comes in. He's Romeo. He's like, Rosaline, Rosaline. He goes to the party. He's like, Rosaline, where are you? He goes to the party. Then he sees Juliet, and he's like, Juliet, yeah. And he changes his whole thing because he goes to the party to find Rosalind, and then he just
I think
he's
it's
so
got a
left
bit.
field.
It has a bit of a bad reputation, but then all the knights, in a sense, have, because they're quite rushy. I think it depends, and we're generalizing here for a laugh as well.
Yeah,
but,
but it's a first date.
as
It's
as a
first
knight,
date.
if I had to choose, because I wanted to include a court card in there as well as one of the court cards. Obviously not the pages, because I'm not into children.
We don't want to go down that route. We will be banned.
And then out of all the knights, as I saw, the Knight of Cups stood out. Yeah, okay, it can be, but all of them can be sort of.
I just wouldn't if you were having.
He would be wooing
No, but you're
you,
thinking about the person rather than the event. Like
well, it would be
the
like,
event, the Night of Cups is an emotional event or something that makes you feel really quite. I think on a first date, you want to see whether you're actually attracted to them.
okay.
Maybe it's just different types of dates.
It's just perception, anyway. That was
I would say tower. Now that's phallic, but also that's attraction. To me, that kind of makes you go, you might rock my world. You don't let him rock.
No,
your
you might
world.
throw me out the window after you're done with me.
Yeah, that goes back to the lover's card and the devil, because I think there's something kind of desire is a kind of base instinct,
Kinky.
and that's again for another video. So I'd want to see that, and I might want to see the star, because the star is quite. It's about opportunities. It's about feeling vulnerable, but being quite happy with that vulnerability. And I think on dates, you're looking for something that makes you think, okay, this could be something. This is about possibilities, and I think dating, and especially a first date, is about what it could possibly be.
Wishful thinking.
Well, I just think that when you're on a first date, everything is possible. When you get ready for a first date, you think, oh, you don't know what it's going to hold. You go on a first date, you like the person, but you don't know where it's going.
Most of my first dates, I turned up, I was totally hungover.
That's just the wine.
Yeah, I was very cups. Lots of cups.
So I think we probably need to end that segment on the idea of cups and phallic symbols.
Oh, I did actually have another card that you don't want.
Yes.
The Three of Swords.
No, but how would you have the Three of Swords? As an experience.
As an experience, someone that moans all the time.
Yeah, but you don't, like, a Three of Swords is like but a Three of Swords is like being knifed in the heart. It's not an easy card. Like, I can't see.
It's emotional healing as well, and it's coming through like emotional healing from a past perspective, I think. So it could be someone that turns up similar in a way to the Five of Cups, but instead of talking about their exes, they'd be talking about whatever happened to them and mourning all the time.
No, but I don't think that on a first date you're not that bothered. You're not that invested.
But you never know.
Well, you shouldn't be that invested on.
People are different.
No, but you're not invested on a first date. You shouldn't be that invested in a first date before you've actually properly had the first date with somebody. So that maybe is more a dating. I do agree that's not a card you want when you're dating someone, or if that comes up later on. But on a first date,
you don't think you could have that on a first date?
I'm not sure I've been knifed in the heart on a first date.
Well, that's a serial killer.
No, because no, but if you think about it, like, it's a quite. When I see that card, has a very visceral reaction.
I've always felt that card more like emotional healing and going through pain to go. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's just our different.
It's just different perception, I think.
Because I just feel with that, whenever I describe that card to someone, I always describe it as, have you ever been heartbroken where it feels like you've been knifed in the heart?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the kind of representation of it. It's like literally like
yeah, well, I see it a bit different, but that's okay. Yeah. So we'll close it with that.
We will close it with being knifed in the heart.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time for a video. So hopefully you'll subscribe.
Yes. We'll be back with more.
Allegedly.